Here we go.
money or
Here
that
we
you
go with
manage.
people giving all this power to how they feel, but they can't justify their feelings. Look,
Bienvenidos a otro episodio de Atlanta Dulce Hogar, un podcast dedicado a vender, comprar, invertir bienes raíces. Today, I got the pleasure to have with me for the second time my broker, Mike Prewett. Thank you for coming, Mike. I really appreciate your time. I know it's not cheap. It's expensive.
well, had to come back after the last time because people got so upset.
I know.
Like, because what did I say last time? Like, it makes no sense to pay off your house?
Yes. So the clip was, and it went viral. It's my first time going viral. And it was like 20,000 people. And it was about you saying that you don't understand why people would pay off their house.
Well, and that's true. I don't think paying off your house makes very much sense for almost anybody. But I think what we didn't finish with last time is why.
Then why?
Let's don't tell them because everybody got so upset.
Right.
Okay. So, look, one of the key benefits to real estate is the power of leverage.
There you go.
Okay. So, for example, if I want to buy $100,000 worth of stock, I have to have $100,000.
Yes.
But if I want to buy a $500,000 house, I don't have to have $500,000.
20% will do it.
But sometimes even much less than that, right?
If you are
Depending.
a good borrower, yes.
Okay. So somewhere from 5 to 20% down. I don't have to have all the money in cash.
So I brought some of the comments.
Oh, well, let's do them. This will be fun.
Right?
Okay.
So I paid my house. I don't know if I should put a tone or just read
Yeah,
it.
no,
Put a tone?
make it mean and snarky and hateful.
I paid my house off. Now I keep my money in my pocket and paid it off in 10 years instead of paying 30 years.
Okay. Well, you just gave your mortgage company an interest-free loan. So you paid your house off. What's that doing for you? You have all this money tied up in your house. What's that doing for you?
I'm debt free. I don't know. For some reason, that's something that people like a lot. I guess it's depending on the level of
here we go.
money or
here
that
we
you
go
manage.
with people giving all this power to how they feel, but they can't justify their feelings. Look, if it just helps you sleep better tonight, honey, because you don't have a mortgage out there, then you can do that. But you can't deny that you've just got all this money sitting in a house. It's not doing anything for you.
Make your money make money for you, right?
Yeah. So, I saw. Go ahead with the comments. We'll go because some of these are fun.
Not everyone wants a headache of investing in multiple properties. The faster you pay your house off, the faster you can retire.
Well, that makes no sense.
If you pay your
what
house,
does being
you retire?
retired have anything to do with paying your house off?
Yeah, I thought the same thing, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna bring this one to him.
And who said that owning real estate has to be a headache?
It all depends, right? You can pay for the headache to go off.
You know what I think? I think if you don't follow the 10-10-10 rule, it can be a headache. But if you follow some good, sound investment advice that, like a strong agent like yourself, would be able to help people with.
One thing
just follow the 10-10-10 rule and you won't have any problems.
There you go. Like, I know because I asked you, I heard you before, but my people doesn't know. What is a 10-10-10 rule?
The 10-10. So this is a really old rule. I heard this way back in the 80s when I got into the business.
Oh, wow. I was being born.
Yeah. But it works. So the 10-10-10 rule works like this. Keep 10% or less of your own money into the property. So I kind of translate that into my head, which is just keep as little cash into your real estate as possible. That allows your money to do other things for you. Okay. It's the power of real estate, which is leverage. The second one, keep your interest rate at or under 10%. Well, that's not hard these days.
No.
It shows how old of a rule it is. So the first two aren't such a big deal. The third one's the kicker. And the third one, so when people like this say, well, some people don't want the hassle of owning real estate, well, they just violated the third part of the 10-10-10 rule, which is keep it within 10 miles of where you live.
There you go.
Now, look, I violated the rule one time. I did. I bought this house. It's about 45 miles from where I live.
45 miles. That's like an hour drive.
To this day, I hate that damn house.
To this day. And this was like 20 years ago, probably.
Yeah, I still remember the day I bought it. I can remember thinking, how smart am I? I am the smartest guy I know.
You were patting yourself in the back.
I was. I got such a great deal on this house, and I'm going to make so much money off this house. And oh, God, I hate that house. Here's the truth. It was 45 miles from where I live. Now, was it a good deal? I think it was a good deal, but dealing with contractors to get it fixed up was nothing but a hassle because it was 45 miles from where I live. And then once we got it all fixed up and ready to rent, dealing with interviewing tenants was a hassle. Why? Because it was 45 miles from where I live.
And you had to go and show it.
The number of times I spent all day driving out there on a Saturday to show it to people who never showed up.
Oh, wow.
And then I cuss all the way home. And then I'd go do it, and the same thing again. People wouldn't show up. Or finally, when a somewhat decent tenant showed up, I wanted to get it rented to them because I didn't want to deal with this anymore. And then the problems start, right? So you put a bad tenant into a property because it's a hassle. It wouldn't have been a hassle if it was like 5 to 10 miles from me.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been any big deal at all.
Now, you say that, and you said you had to go interview the people in the house. Now with technology and all these gadgets we get to run credit and everything for rent, do you think maybe 15, 20 miles?
No.
No?
I think
you just destroyed my whole
right
argument
next
really
door
fast.
is better. Look, location's the biggest driver on real estate, no matter what angle you want to look at it. Just keep the investment property close to you, and then when things aren't that big of a deal. It's when in a city like Atlanta, when they're on the other side of the city, and you got to not just the distance, but the traffic too.
There you go.
Just keep it close to you. And then, so that's the three parts of the 10-10-10 rule. So for this guy, the big hassle, well, yeah, just work with a strong agent like this young man. And don't violate the basic principles, which is don't keep cash into your properties.
Yeah. Oh,
Come on. Give me another snarky one.
The other one is, mine will be paid off in April, worth $500,000.
Okay.
If I hate being debt free, I'll take out another mortgage on it.
Okay.
Not likely though.
Okay. Well, look, some people make the mistake of thinking that all debt is equal. Okay. Well, if you're talking about a car loan or going out to buy some furniture or your credit card balances, well, I think all of us can call that bad debt.
Yeah, 29%.
So if you're incurring debt on depreciating assets, things that go down in value, well, I'm not in favor of that at all. But on appreciating assets like real estate, no, debt makes sense. Leverage makes sense. You'll see some of the wealthiest people in the world implement this strategy because leverage and debt is one of the things that sets real estate apart as a very attractive investment. Now, if you just need to pay off your house so you can sleep better at night, that's fine. I just call you a very unsophisticated person with your finances.
There you go.
So if you want to be dumb, I think you have the right to be dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what freedom means, right?
That's right. That's
but
what
freedom
the
is not
beautiful
free,
part.
though.
That's right. Beautiful part about America. Come to America. You can be as stupid as you want to be.
Now, to pay off my house, my high interest house, and now I put a lot of money into diversified funds. House paid, car paid, money in investments, security and freedom.
Well, that's beautiful, sweetie pie. If you've got that kind of money,
Yeah.
where you can go, okay, look, if there's somebody listening to us right now and you have enough money to pay off your house and still invest in all these different vehicles, then I don't think we're talking to you.
Yeah.
Right. And even to that person, I would say, why would you put cash in a piece of real estate when you could use somebody else's money to do it and keep your cash, or use your cash for
another one?
Right. Why would you do that?
Because where you talking about depreciation was mainly like when you pay taxes, you can say, hey, my house is depreciating.
Right. So, like, what other investment is out there where you get to depreciate the asset on your taxable taxes, right? On your tax return. I get to take a depreciation schedule. So the IRS says, look, Mike, we know that house is going down in value, so we're going to allow you to realize that loss every year. Now, what do they mean the house is going down in value?
Because it's wear and tear?
Right. Well, in real estate, with your rental properties, what's going up in value is the location, the land that the house itself is actually going down.
Yeah.
So I'm able to depreciate it on my tax returns while the property's actually going up in value, appreciating.
Yeah.
And I get all these tax advantages like mortgage interest deduction and repair allowances. What? I don't get that with my stocks.
No. With your stock, everything that you take out is taxable.
And I got to say, to all these little snarky comment people that came in, I love you, but you're wrong. And if somebody's willing to give me 30-year cheap money, I'm going to take it. And then I'm going to use my cash for other investments. And that's how you create wealth in this country. Any more?
Yes.
Come on.
AK to go after 15 years. And I finished paying my house. Unfortunately, not everyone makes a lot of money that you can buy multiple homes. I barely make enough to pay for one. So any extra goes to the house.
Okay, well, that's not true. You made enough money to pay off the mortgage on that house when you could have been using that money to buy other properties and generating income streams off of those. But if you want to give power to your feelings and you just want to feel better each day, then you can do that, or you could just get a puppy and a warm blanket.
Yeah, the greatest. Your comments are, but yeah, I mean, that's it. Do you want to feel good? That's it.
Yeah,
It's about how much are you willing to risk, right? Because I heard the other day, real estate or buying a house is not a gamble. You don't gamble to buy a house. You invest in buying a house. So you don't wait for everything to be, like you don't go to the casino and gamble and you be like, okay, which one is, I'm ready to go on the black or on the red. But when you buy real estate, you invest. You don't get everything to be on your favor.
Well, I think, of all the comments that I got to see, and some of them really got a good check. I love the passion that your listeners bring to this. But I think some of them just need a hug, and they might need to get a puppy. They're giving lots of power to their feelings. And I think anytime that you start allowing your feelings to guide your investments, there's probably going to be a problem there.
Yeah, I agree. So I also had other questions. I wanted to make this. What is something that when you buy a house, selling or buying, what is something that you make sure it is in there? Like, I don't know, the interest low, the house have this, something that in the process, I mean, somebody like you with so much experience, so much houses throughout the years, decades. What is something that you'd be like, hey, you make sure that X is in place before you buy or sell your house, whatever.
Okay, so when it comes to buying real estate, I don't care as much about purchase price as I do what I would call, do I like the house? Okay, so by like the house, here's what I mean. Is it in a strong area? Like, are the other homes in the community, are they well kept? Well cared for? Do they take care of the yards? Do they seem to take care of the house? How are the schools in the area? I care a lot more about whether I like the house or not than what I pay for it, because I know that a good house in a good area is going to perform well over time. I'm going to draw higher quality tenants, which means less hassles, more on-time payments, less wear and tear on the house. Some people chase deals. I wouldn't chase deals.
That's what I mean by gambling.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't chase deals. So I don't buy houses that are in high traffic patterns. I don't buy houses that have power lines or railroad tracks anywhere near them. I don't buy houses that have deferred maintenance, which means, well, whoever's been living there hasn't been taking care of this place. I want a house that's been well loved, well taken care of. And then I spend as much time paying attention to the other homes that are around it. Is there pride in the community? And those are the things I'm looking for, because those are going to draw tenant demand and tenant quality. And then that's going to keep me happy over the long term. Nothing makes you grumpier as an investor than poor tenants. Tenants that don't pay you, that don't take care of the property, that are violating their lease. I want good tenants. I want people to pay me on time or early. Well, good properties draw good tenants, not cheap properties.
There you go.
Yeah.
Another question, and this has to do with the brokerage. I jumped in 6 years. I jumped to like a lot of them. I got here, I stayed. It's like I want to make roots.
Okay.
And the reasons are because I really love the atmosphere, the mentality, like most of the things. And I would say, like, what makes a difference, or what differentiates C21 Connect Realty from others?
Well, for you as an agent, what you're probably, hopefully feeling is a sense of like home. Okay, I'm where I'm supposed to be. And that comes from, I'm an agent. So when we started this, I just wanted to build a real estate company that looked like what I always wished I'd been a part of. And I could never find, because we had this real disconnect between brokerages and agents these days. Brokerages are just trying to get rich. And agents, there's this disconnect that they feel like, you don't really understand me. You're not really supporting me. I'm not really getting what I need here. But then there's a hopelessness that sets in. But there's no place out there that's different. So I'll just stay here because they're all the same. Well, as an agent myself for, longer than I would care to talk about now, there were things I needed at different points in my career and that I never got. So I just felt like, well, you're making money off of me, but you're not really helping and supporting me. And hopefully, Miguel, what you feel now is that help and support that I never had myself. So you're a dad.
Yes.
Do you ever feel this way about your kids? Like, I'm going to be a different kind of parent. I'm going to be the dad that I wished I was.
Yeah, and I never had.
Right. That's kind of what I'm doing. I'm trying to be the dad you never had. And folks, that's not easy every day.
Oh, wow. Yes. I think also the difference is like, you said it, but the main thing is that it's like, hey, I think I'm in trouble. No worries. Let me see what happened, and I'm with you. But in other places, it's like, hey, I think I'm in trouble. Oh, yeah, you are. I'll call you back. I'm still waiting for the call.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
One of the most common things that I hear just about every day is, I left a message for my broker a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, and they still haven't called me back. I'm like, right. They've got way too many agents for the support staff they have, and you're just a number there.
What would you recommend to a new licensee?
Well, there's so many different things. I mean, what this business looks like from the outside and what it really is from the inside are not the same things. But I think I would recommend, as a new licensee, that you talk to a lot of different places, and then listen to your gut, listen to your instincts, and ask questions. Interview a lot of different brokerages. Ask them this question: what can you do to help and support me grow my business? And then shut up and listen to what they say. And do they
Very
really?
important, that part.
Are they going to just give you their advertising points? Well, we're all family here. Or do they have tangible programs in place to actually help you grow and support you in your growth in your business? Ask them the question: what are you going to do to help and support me? Be quiet and listen to what they say. After you've spoken to a number of them, listen to your instincts. Most people have good instincts, Miguel, and they're going to know. They're just going to know. It's going to resonate with them where they should be.
I feel like you mentioned that point, and I feel like people has forgotten that we have instincts and that we should follow our gut. Sometimes it's better than our logic, better decisions.
I think so. The mistakes often get made in branding. So like can I tell you something?
Please.
It'll be a secret between us. Okay. So y'all don't listen to this part. Okay. So was it 1987? I got into the real estate business, and I wanted Merrill Lynch at that time was in the real estate business.
Okay.
Yeah. I wanted to go work at Merrill Lynch so bad. You know why?
Because of the fanciness?
The bull.
Oh.
That Wall Street bull, which is their logo. I wanted that on my business card so bad. Oh. And I went and spoke with them, and the lady that I spoke with, she was such a bitch. If she had just been like, just tolerable, I wanted that bull on my business card so bad because
she was so bad that you said, okay, no bull.
She was such a bitch. I wanted it so bad, and I still couldn't do that because it was an image that I was seeking. Don't do that, folks. That was me being a dumbass 25-year-old. Don't do that. Don't pay attention to branding and image. It wears off very quickly. Who's got programs in place to help and support you build a business? Talk to a number of them. You shouldn't just come talk to us. You should talk to 4 to 6 different places and listen to what they say and listen to what is advertising points and what is real and tangible. And you'll know. If you talk to 4 to 6 different places, it'll become obvious to you.
Yep. Right. And for the day, or like to call it a day, we say, what's the best part and the worst part of your job?
The worst part, there's not many bad parts. I think the risk is probably the thing that most of us would say. Like I love real estate agents for this. Miguel doesn't get paid on the 1st and 15th of every month. He doesn't. He doesn't get he's an outdoor cat. He only eats what he kills. So that can be stressful, and it can be uncertain. The best part is, the fact is we get to help people with something as big as probably the largest financial investment they'll ever make in their life.
For these people.
Yeah, these people, as snarky as you want to be with me, that's okay. I still love you, and I still want to help you. And I fully get why people don't agree with me on the mortgage stuff. And that's fine. I mean, everybody gets to make their choice. We get to help people with something as big as the largest financial decision they'll make in their life, but at the same time as personal as the home where they're going to raise their families.
That's right.
And I just don't know anybody else that gets to say that it's that big, but it's that personal at the same time. So it can be deeply satisfying because of that.
Wow. All right. Hey, I don't see a better way to say bye, and I really thank you for your time. I know it's valuable, and thank you so much. Thank you, people. Gracias por estar allí. Esto fue Atlanta Dulce Hogar, un podcast dedicado a bienes raíces, vender, comprar e invertir.
Adiós.